If you mess up, just stop, and then pop it back over your wrist, and keep going. Alright, now I'm going to turn around and do this along with me. Alright, so we're together. We present, step back with the left, cock the chuck over your right shoulder, side strike, kia. Turn towards the rear, raise up, down, inward figure eight block. Raise up, outward figure eight strike. Front kick, kia, land, front strike. Up, switch sides, outward figure eight strike. Front strike, up, switch, side strike around the neck, part one, turn, facing towards the rear, raise up, outward figure eight strike. Front kick, kia, front strike around the neck, face back towards the front, inward figure eight block. Up, look to the left, outward figure eight strike, front strike, up, switch, other side, outward figure eight strike, step through, front strike, up, step back with your right, horseback riding stance, outward figure eight strike, front strike, step up as it's behind your back, around the neck, and face back in towards the front. Raise up, outward figure eight strike, front kick, kia, front strike, up, switch sides, it's over my left shoulder, pull it out with the right, side strike, behind the back, around the neck, reverse around the neck, up, switch back to the right side, around the neck, part two, up, switch, right leg comes up, out, press out, present, together, and bow. And one more time, doing it along with me. Ready? Present, back, kia, turn, up, down, inward figure eight block, raise up, outward figure eight strike, front kick, kia, front strike, up, switch, outward figure eight strike, front strike, up, switch, around the neck, part one, turn, face the rear, inward figure eight, up, outward figure eight strike, front kick, kia, front strike, around the neck, part one, facing back towards the front, left foot comes up, out, outward figure eight strike, front strike, up, switch, other side, outward figure eight strike, step through, front strike, up, right leg steps back, horse stance, outward figure eight, front strike, up, around the neck, turn back towards the front, outward figure eight strike, front kick, kia, front strike, up over the right shoulder, switch over the left shoulder, pull it out, cock it, around the neck, part one, with the right, reverse around the neck, up, switch, around the neck, part two, up, switch, present, step out, press, left foot comes together, and bow. And that is our Dragon's Kata. You know it now. It's perfect. Right? Right? Right. Okay. So, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do our reverse inward figure eight. So, last class we did our reverse outward figure eight, which looked like this. Now we're going to do our reverse inward figure eight, which looks like this. So this one's a little weird because we pop it on and it comes right on top of our arm like this. See how the string is just chilling there? And then I flip it over to come that way. So we're actually going around our wrist on this one. Here. Boom. So it's a little bit different than any of the other ones that we've done, especially like our inward figure eight here, outward figure eight. All of the spinning and rotating portion goes around the tip of the chuck. This one goes around our wrist. So this is going to be a little bit different and it can be a little bit more complicated because of that. So let's start off here. Hold it in whatever side you want. Pop it over your wrist first. Chills there. Then we're going to make a little circle towards the inside. Boom. And then it comes right back over. Here. Boom. Go towards the inside and then have that circle towards the outside to pop it over your wrist. Circle towards the inside. Boom. Then we have a circle towards the outside. Circle towards the inside of the chuck that I'm holding. Circle towards the outside. Get a little momentum to pop it over your wrist. And we're going to do this. Just like this. This is our reverse because I'm in that reverse grip. Inward because if you look, it's coming inward towards me, the top of the circle. And it's figure 8 because it's going from the inside towards the outside. So that is our reverse inward figure 8. So let's go ahead and do this a little while. Just like this. Boom. If you mess up, hit yourself. Just reset. It's fine. Sometimes you start getting the feeling of something and you're like, oh, I got this, and then you feel so confident with it, and then for some reason everything just messes up and why can't I do this? I was just doing it perfectly a few seconds ago. That happens. That's natural. Just stop, take a breath, and go ahead and start again. All right, so now let's go ahead and switch sides. Go into your non-dominant side or just whatever side you weren't doing. Pop it over, around, pop it over. Around, pop it over. So we have that little inside boom circle, which pops that way. Then we have our little outside circle as we come up and we make it pop back over. Honestly, it's a little bit easier if you go faster, but we're trying to just make this our inward figure 8. Just like this. If you mess up, just stop and then pop it back over your wrist and keep going. Keep going, keep going. All right, so we now know a reverse inward figure 8. Man, there's a lot of reverses in this level. All right, we know our reverse inward figure 8. Last class, we learned how to do this. A hand roll, right? Right, do you remember that? I don't know, maybe you watched last class last month and you forgot. Well, we learned how to do a hand roll. Hopefully you remember that. So, now we're going to put our hand roll together with our reverse inward figure 8 and our regular inward figure 8, and we're going to do combo number 3. Blue combo number 3, just like that. So, we're going to start with our inward figure 8. Just like this. And now, when I want to switch and I want to do my, when I want to go from the hand to the hand roll into the reverse inward figure 8, I'm going to go towards my outside. Here, towards my outside. I do a hand roll. And then it comes back over, and now I'm going towards my reverse inward figure 8. And now when I want to do my next hand roll to get it back towards my regular inward figure 8, I'm going to go towards the inside. And then I keep that going. Here, I'm doing my inward figure 8, my normal one. I want to do my hand roll. So I wait, I just did my outside one, boom. And now as that inside one is coming, I'm moving towards the outside. And I'm going to do that hand roll. And I'm just let it flip right over my wrist. I'm going to keep that momentum. And then here. That rolls me right into my reverse inward. And now, after I go here, boom, it's coming from the outside towards the inside. I'm moving my hand towards the inside, and I do the hand roll. Come back in, doing my inward figure 8. So make sure you're doing this along with me. So when we want to go from our inward figure 8 to our reverse inward figure 8, which direction do we go? To the inside, or do we go to the outside? Think about it, do it, tell me. That's right, we go towards the outside. All right, if we just went towards the outside to get from our regular inward to our reverse inward, that means we're going to go the other direction, right? Right? So now we're going towards the inside. So we're here, boom, right towards the inside. And now we're back into our normal one. Keep going. So now we're here. Which side do we go to? We go to our outside. Now we're at our reverse. And then we go towards our inside. And then we go towards our outside and we throw it up into the air and we drop it. That's fine. All right, So what we're going to do now is we're going to move on and we're going to do on our opposite side, or our non-dominant side. So this is going to be a little bit more difficult. You might drop it. I might drop it. It's kind of cold in here today, and when it's cold, you're more likely to drop it when it's cold. I'll just be honest with you. So we're doing our inward figure eight. So we're doing our regular inward figure eight, and we want to take it and get a hand roll and do it to our reverse inward figure eight. What do we have to do? Do we go towards the inside or do we go towards the outside? Do it and tell me. That's right, we go towards the outside. And now we're doing our reverse inward. And since we just went to the outside and we want to switch, now we're going to go towards the inside and do our regular inward. Keep going, keep going. Try not to drop it on those hand rolls. It's all right if you do. Pick it back up. We're in our regular. We're going to go towards the outside and go towards our reverse. And then from here, we're going to go back to our regular. And to our reverse. And inside towards our regular. Outside to our reverse. Inside to your regular. Outside to the reverse. Inside to the regular. Outside reverse. Inside to your regular. All right, so that is blue combo number 11D5. 3. Oh wait, number 3. Yep, that one. So, and that's just going from inside to hand roll to reverse inside figure eight. Just like our combo number 2 was with outside. It's the same thing, but it's opposite. So now we're going to do some freestyle. Yeah, freestyle. Play around, do whatever you want. Practice your reverse around the necks. Practice your hand roll to your reverse inward figure eights. More hand rolls, whatever you want to do. Practice your strikes, practice your kata. Just move around, spin around in like 50 circles until you're dizzy. You can just keep spinning it around your neck. How many circles does it take to get dizzy? It takes that many. So 6, maybe that was 5. I don't know, I'm dizzy. So keep going, play around, whatever you want to do. If you have any cool combinations that you like to do with your freestyles, go ahead and shoot me a message, shoot me a video, and let me know what you like to do. You know, I'm sure if you explore, you practice enough, you can do something that I can't do. It would not surprise me. Let me know. If you have anything really cool that you want to show me, go ahead and just send me a video. Let me see. Freestyle. Boom. Throw it up in the air. Catch. Strike. Hit your own hand because nunchucks gods don't like lazy hands, and I dropped my hand. Boom. I didn't hit it this time, thank you, because it's cold in here and it is not fun to hit your hands when it's cold. I also tend to drop it a lot more when it's cold because my fingers don't want to close as fast. You know, that happens. Alright, so, a little freestyle. You can keep freestyling while I talk. I'm just going to quickly recap what we did today. So the first thing that we did is we did green chevron combination number 3. Green chevron combination number 3 looks like this. It's the diagonal strike, bring it back up, and go right into our downward switch. Diagonal strike, bring it up, go into our downward switch. Then we learned our reverse around the neck, which we can practice just by doing this. This is our reverse around the neck, usually done right after an around the neck part 1 or around the neck part 2. Whatever, you're going one way around the neck, then you reverse it around the neck. Then we did blue chevron combination number 5. Remember, number 5 is also the ending combination of Dragon's Kata, which is why I taught it today before Dragon's Kata and not in class number 5. So it was a side strike with around the neck part 1, reverse around the neck. Then we popped it up, we switched sides, we did around the neck part 2 because they both go on the same side, up, and then we switch, and now we're on the other side. So if it starts with the left, the around the neck part 1, then you do your reverse around the neck. Excuse me, the other way. Then we lift up, switch, and now we're back on the same side for around the neck part 2. So both of them start with the same side, then we go up, switch, off to the other side. Then we did Dragon's Kata. So, Dragon's Kata, you should know it by now. We practice that, and like I said, that ending combination is going to be part of, it's the ending part of Dragon's Kata. Then we learned our reverse inward figure 8, which looks like this, popping it over. And then we did our blue chevron combo number 3, which is starting with our inward, well, that's outward figure 8, excuse me. Starting with our inward figure 8, you go towards the outside if you want to go into your reverse inward figure 8. And from your reverse inward figure 8, if you want to go back to your regular one, you go towards the inside with the hand roll. And it's just doing that continuous, and we practice that on both sides. Then we do a little bit of freestyle, whatever you want to do. So feel free to keep training. Don't stop just because I'm stopping. Keep training, keep working hard, and I'll see you next class.